What's up guys, Boris here, and today I'm going to be counting down the top 5 strength units for the global version of One Piece Treasure Cruise. Now in my opinion, the strength class seems to be the strongest at the moment, and it's also the most versatile in my opinion, so this list was pretty hard to make. With that said, I'm going to be starting off with an honorable mention, which is going to be Laboon. Now at first glance, Laboon might not seem like that great of a captain. The rule of thumb is that you want to use a captain that increases your attack power of all your units. But in this case, Laboon is used for a different purpose. His ability to let you survive with 1 HP is really awesome when people discover that they combine it with Princess Vivi, who is going to be able to heal you back every turn. This endless cycle of surviving and healing back up so has allowed a lot of players to do some of the more complicated dungeons in the game, and will definitely continue to do so even going forward into the next raid boss, which is going to be Garp. Starting off with number 5 is going to be Arlong. Now, Arlong is one of the highest attacks in the game, and he will continue to do so moving forward as the game progresses. Being only a couple points shy of Monster Chopper, Arlong is a great unit considering that he is a free-to-play unit, someone that you can either grind for at Arlong Park or try to get him when his event island comes around. So definitely he's an awesome unit to pick up. Not only is Arlong desired on teams for his high attack stat, but he's also used as a captain for slasher teams since he boosts all slashers by 2 times attack. For being a free-to-play 4-star unit, that's pretty much as good as it gets, so that's why he is my number 5 unit. Next up at number 4 is Monster Chopper. Now this guy was just released on Global and he's a powerhouse, boosting 1500 attack points. That's even higher than Arlong. And he has 3660 health, so you're pretty much looking at a tank here that can deal out a lot of damage. The problem of course being is that Monster Chopper is a weak captain since he does lower your HP by over 50%. It does grant you a 3 times attack boost, but it's only to force units, so he's not as versatile as some of the other captains. However, you will primarily be using him as a crew member and not a captain, and that's where he really shines. Just keep in mind that he has a negative 900 recovery at max, so that means that you probably won't be healing any, so be careful, don't take too many hits, and try to avoid any potential damage. So that's number 4, Monster Chopper. At number 3 we have Alvida. Now when it comes to choosing your crew members, there's a lot of characters to choose from if you're looking for attack and health stats. But when it comes to utility units, they are few and far between. Alvida is one of the best, with a special that reduces damage for 1 turn by 80%. This allows you to tank some of the biggest hits from the biggest bosses in the game. 10,000 certainly becomes 2,000, which is something that most teams are able to handle. And Alvida is an essential unit for a lot of raid bosses and a lot of the harder dungeons that will be coming as the game progresses. Even now, you know, she was probably helping you out with a Mihawk or potentially Monster Chopper like she did me. So definitely a powerhouse unit in terms of her special, and her stats aren't that bad either. So for a free-to-play unit, really good, and definitely a number 3. Number 2 is going to be the powerhouse known as Gear 3rd, Goma Goma no Mi, Monkey D. Luffy. This guy is a beast, a monster, who grants the highest attack bonus in the game after hitting 3 perfects in a row. So while the first 3 units might not hit for too much, the final 3 will deal a ton of damage, so make sure to hit with your strongest 3 units last. Now, not only does he have one of the best captain abilities in the game, but his stats are really good as well for being just a 5-star. So you would think he's one of the best units in the game. The only downside really is that his special is very lackluster. While it might come in handy from time to time, for the most part it's going to be sitting on the sidelines. But apart from that, he is one of the top units in the game, and definitely one that is very sought after. And coming in at number 1 is the strongest man in the world himself. That's the Emperor Whitebeard, or Shirohige. This guy is a beast of a unit because he boosts all your units by 3 times attack. However, it does require you to be below 30%, so you have to set up a bit before you get that bonus, but when you do, it's a monster. And not only is it like Gear 3 where it grants it to your 3 strongest units, this one grants it to all of your units on your entire crew. So you're looking at a massive output of damage in 1 turn. And on top of that, he has one of the best specials in the game, if not the best special, which is reduce all enemies' HP by 30%. And if we looked at Gear 3, his special, like I said, was kind of irrelevant, but this case he has one of the best specials in the game. Only other one is being probably Golden Pound Usopp's. So you have that combined with his the captain ability of Whitebeard, combined with the fact that he reaches an upwards of 4,000 health, getting really close to that when he's at max. and you're looking at potentially probably the best unit in the game at the moment. So with that said, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this top 5 list. I'll be bringing you guys more for a ton of other categories as well throughout the next couple of weeks or so. So be on the lookout for those. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching.